flashiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to venerable Bobby Dodd Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, home of the rambling wreck of Georgia Tech. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Clemson Tigers, taking on another team from the ACC, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Yellow Jackets will put total leather to crank us up. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Clemson's offense will go on the attack first. The last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, you get all the quotes, all the people talking about all those blowhards on all the different networks, i.e. us, talking about how bad it was and how embarrassing it was, and now you get a chance to get some payback. They're excited.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. Looks as if Clemson will have the first down.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on 3rd down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game.
Oh, he's got some space. He finds enough daylight and gets it out across the 45, out of bounds at the 47, and a big run there. And the Tigers are on the move. Quarterback on the keeper. Finds some fresh air. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Klubnik. Finds his big tight end. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He'll keep it himself. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. On the move. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him
looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Clemson. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Yellow Jackets offense will go to work for the first time. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this cornerback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. Two NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
From the gun, running back on the move. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Yellow Jackets now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Rutherford. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Looking for a man, it's King. Under fire, finds his big tight end. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Single back formation, and they give it to him. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the Yellow Jackets will send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. He came so close to pinning them deep, but maybe just a little too greedy. Tried to get it too close, and it'll come out to the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Turning it on! They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
I love this running back and the job he does once he has the ball in his hands on this screen pass. He was real patient. You got to allow these 300-pound offensive linemen to sort of collect themselves and stammer down the field and try to block some of these linebackers and DBs, and that's exactly what the running back did. Great job with patience.
Get a big play like that last one, you flip the field, you change the momentum. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 38. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Tigers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. To throw, it's Klubnik. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his tight end.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Knocked down behind the line for the second straight play, bringing up a third and lots of work to do. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker, it's Patterson. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. A costly penalty wipes out that third down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. Leaves it with the back. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Yellow Jackets will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance. But there he goes. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a gap. It's Randall. Finds a crease at the 20. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
Clemson will come to the line with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. See if they can get it done on second and goal. Back to throw, it's Klubnik. Touchdown, Clemson! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here he does a lot of blocking, and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? You peek in the backfield, and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost him, Reese.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They really needed to get points on this drive to sort of steady the breaks into the open. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give to the running back. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. If you plan to deal with the Tigers, you better be able to handle their defensive front. They have a whole legacy of this dating back to the fridge, William Perry.
Big old legacy, and it seems like every year they rotate so many guys that are so highly recruited, so good. Just great players. They're always big and strong and fast and physical, and they get after your quarterback.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on third down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm, but you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Looking downfield, it's Klubnik. Here's a heat. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Finds his man. It's Haynes. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play. From the gun, give on the inside. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught over the middle. It's Rivers. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Yellow Jackets racing to the line in a hurry-up. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Rutherford. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Finds the tight end.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Sends it back in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. Lets it fly. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And as an offense, you want to stay aggressive. You want to keep calling these downfield shots. I know you didn't complete that one, but you want to send a clear message. You're trying to take the top off this defense. You keep calling down.
Oh, he's got some space. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
And it's just got to be nice to have a running back that can make big-time plays with his feet. 1st down, 2nd down, 3rd down right here. His opportunity, he gets the football, makes a huge gain. He makes this offense go, and it makes it so easy to be a play caller.
Now the connection takes it to the 11. The Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's King. He wants it all. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give to the single back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. Fitted in the window for the score.
And I'm not going to say that was a must score, but that was a must score. And this offense delivers right before the half. Everything's starting to pick up. Hopefully, now you build some momentum. You cut it to a 2-score game. Got to build on this momentum in the 2nd half.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They put together an 81-yard drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Randall. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. They'll go to the ground. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. To the air, it's Klubnik. He lofts one down the sideline. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw on 3rd. Grab near the marker. It's Randall. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Clemson will kick this deep to get the second half underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this 3rd quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Got it behind the line. It's Rutherford. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Guys, this offense is already reeling down. Multiple possessions, really need to cash in on this drive. Gets the back moving. Looking to pass. It's King. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
That's a frustrating start for this offense. At halftime, you know you're down. You got to come out. You got to create some energy, some momentum, get this side of the ball cooking, and you go 3 and out, and you punt the football. But now you're going to rely on your defense. You got to get the ball back, string some stops together while we're trying to figure out the offensive side of the football.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. He'll pull it on the read. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds.
Really nice job there making a play with his legs. And I'll tell you, you think recently about Clemson quarterbacks and guys like Taj Boyd, Deshaun Watson, Trevor Lawrence, they were all dangerous throwing it, but they also all had the ability to make plays with their feet. And that's one thing this guy can do. He truly is a dual-threat quarterback.
The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Quick completion on the out route. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And now the lead is even bigger. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Complete to the right. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Caught in the backfield. It's Haynes. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Backed up now. Here's second and long. Looking to throw, it's King. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's third down now. Just keeps swinging it. Looking deep down the right side. Grabs it inside the 10.
Well, in that kind of situation, in that field position on your own side of the field, third and short, defense was definitely thinking run, and instead they throw the football, they catch him off guard. It's an explosive play, now setting up first and goal.
And the Yellow Jackets have it in scoring position on first and goal. Trying to punch it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Off-play action on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He'll do it himself. Turning it on. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. Really nice run there by the Tiger quarterback. And, you know, even the great passers like Trevor Lawrence, remember that great run he had in the postseason against Ohio State? That's a staple of the Tiger attack.
Yeah, that was a 50-plus yard run, and they needed it the most. And that's what you've seen. When the offense doesn't have answers to a lot of other things, they always got the running quarterback. And especially in those critical situations, you see it when they get in the red zone. It's going to be a big area. On third down, when I need it, this QB can make things happen.
Here comes Clemson with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He'll try to do it himself.
And I feel like this defense is starting to pick up on this quarterback's MO. You've seen it, right? Like, time and time again, he is willing to scramble. He wants to carry the football, kind of apprehensive, maybe doesn't want to make a mistake. I'd love to see him.
Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. So a drive there of 82 yards. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Takes the handoff. It's Haynes. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Wants to throw. It's King. Running to Green. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
It's really nice to be a quarterback in today's football when running backs are basically wide receivers. Not only can you split them out, you keep them at running back, nothing open, I dump it to him. Look at that. He makes a big play for me.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Alexander. That's a live ball. And the fumble goes out of bounds. They'll maintain possession, actually picked up yardage on the play. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Trying play action. The short hands, it's Rutherford. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. The Yellow Jackets are on the move. Looking for room, it's Haynes. Got the first down and more. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. And the Yellow Jackets pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. To the ground, he's got it again. And there is nowhere to run. They were eager and ready for him this time around. The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11. To the air, it's King. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. It's complete. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. We've reached the break. Clemson has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. With the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia Jesse.
I love it, Reese, and this team is not quitting. Yeah, they're down on the scoreboard right now, but they are clawing and they are scratching their way back in this game. They're going to keep going hard until this clock reads all zeros.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Turner. And the returner will be dragged down. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
Looking for a man. It's Klubnik. Makes the grab. After the filthy move, he's got room. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Got it done in the passing game on the last play, and let's see what they do on first down. Looking for a crease to the left. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. The Tigers can really attack on this second and short. Motion from the wideout. Quick touch pass to the receiver. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Hard-earned yards, man. You got to get these first downs any way you can, and sometimes it's not going to be easy, and you can't just do it conventionally handing it off. This offense is going to have to be creative. Football is a game of inches, and you've just got to find the angles to give yourself an advantage. That creative play call right there really helped them out.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Behind the chains now on second and long. On the run, it's Randall. There he goes. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ball game. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
Makes the grab. It's Moore. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. And the Tigers come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9, where it'll be first and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. A first down run in the red zone. Lowers those pads. Touchdown, Tigers. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes this a 13-point game here in the fourth. So a drive there of 85 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Taylor. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Using his legs to buy some time. Open space at the 25. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
Well, we know the game of college football is always evolving and changing, and one of the biggest reasons why is the quarterback evolution, dual-threat quarterbacks. You're seeing two great examples in this game so far. Both guys can hurt you throwing it. Both guys can hurt you running it. It's been the running attack for both of these guys that's been the big story so far.
To the air, it's King. Spits it out to the back. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
Looking to the big tight end. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the 4th quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
Wants to throw again. Grabbed over the middle. It's Rutherford. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. The Yellow Jackets come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll try to get it through the air. Going for it all. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting 1st down, so you have to be able to run it.
They'll run the option. Now the toss. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on 3rd down from the 43. On the move, it's Haynes. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Back to pass, it's King. Makes the catch, it's Haynes. He gets it down to the 36 before being knocked out of bounds. And the Yellow Jackets with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Pressure coming. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand. You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious. To be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media, it's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games starred. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did, and we saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest plays of their lives in this game, in a rivalry game that just means so much. This was a fun one to call.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.